Thank you, brother. We just arrived on a complete abandoned little island in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Here we go. Welcome to a survival challenge. So not too long ago, I asked my girlfriend, if you were stuck on a little abandoned island, what are the 3 things that you would take? Only 3 things. And she said, a fishing rod, a knife, and a mask and snorkel. So today, this is exactly what we're doing. We have no food, we've got no water, and we've just been dropped off by this boat in the background on this tiny little abandoned island in Indonesia. So what the plan today is, pretty much see if we can survive with these 3 things. It is extremely hot, and water is on top of the list, then food, then shelter. But even though we're really remote, there's a lot of rubbish up here on the beach. All right, so what we're gonna do straight up is this is gonna be our base. This is like a beautiful tree. We're only gonna have this sun. We're only gonna have shade here for a little while. As that sun moves over, the shade's gonna disappear. But right now, we're gonna try to stay as cool as we can. To most people, this little patch of rubbish here just looks like rubbish. But for us right now, this here is possibly like a life-saving pile of rubbish. Glass bottles, plastic bottles. They're like very clean plastic bottles. So what I'm thinking straight up, because there's 2 people, we need a double amount of water. So I want to get a fire going, possibly use a glass bottle, sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'll boil the water from this. We'll try to make a still.
Okay, so far we have 2 coconuts. Can you hear this one?
All right, so this bow drill is pretty much ready to go. We've got our softwood, our hardwood, a little bit of coconut here. How'd you go? Oh, you got the same coconuts like I did. I found one.
Oh yeah?
Do they have a liquid?
Well, some of them.
All right, listen to this. All right, I'm gonna get this fire started. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Here we go. Oh, come on, come on. Ah! Why is this so hard all the time? Yes, it's working. Look at this. All right, let's get this straight over to the fire we've got made. Come on. Woo-hoo. As if that's not going to go up, man. One more. What? It's so hard to start fires, especially in a situation like this. This has got a massive ember in the inside of it, but it just will not go up. Come on, give it hell. Whoa. Why is it so hard to start a fire? We're nearly there. 4. That is incredible. Hallelujah! That is what we needed. That one little boof. Oh, that was a mission, absolute mission. But we got there. Look at my eyes. Crying. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to try to make like a little distillery sort of thing, where this is going to be full of salt water. I've cut this off a bit of bamboo. It's a perfectly hollow piece of bamboo. You can see me there. Righto, so this is pretty much our first kind of the way we're going to do it. I'm going to load up this with wood so there's a big burning fire. That glass bottle should start boiling up. The steam's going to run up this pipe inside this plastic bottle, and hopefully that condensation catches underneath. I've just buried this bottle a little bit in the sand just so it's all kind of supporting itself, and let's just see if this works. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I've just been for a walk. I was walking around the island picking up bottles. I found some of this looks like Worcestershire sauce in a bottle. There's a couple of glass bottles washed up. And I just came back and I was like, oh, look at this. This is like fully steaming up. It looks really good. And then just as I was looking at it, the bottle smashed. The top of the bottle just snapped off. And man, it's not easy out here. But look at that. That was fully working. It's all fogged up. Look at this. Look at the water inside there. Okay, let's try that again. See if we can collect water, but there's 100% that's dripping, which is epic, man. It's actually working.
It's only one bar.
Spider conch.
It's a big one.
That's epic. These are beautiful eating. There's only one?
Yeah, I can't believe it.
All right, we're leaving base camp. We are going on a mission to go find coconuts and food. All right, so when we were building that fire, we were getting absolutely hammered by ants and mosquitoes, and Mucky's got 2 massive ant bites up under her arm here. And the ants here, they're like these big red ants. When they bite, they absolutely pack a punch, and it looks like a spider bite. It's like a big bite. This leaf here, this is actually the goat's foot that you guys would probably see in my videos. But what you can also do with this, you put this on bites. You can rip the leaf up, you can mush it up. Sometimes people put it between 2 hot rocks and like mash it together. It'll turn into a paste. You can put that paste on like an ant bite or a bee sting, a wasp sting, some sort of a bite, and it'll numb the pain. It's like a natural medicine, so it's not a bad stuff, this goat's foot. You can also eat the root, but it's extremely toxic, so you've got to like cut it up, boil it, tip out the water, boil it again, tip out the water, boil it again. It's way too much of a bloody... It's actually really dope in here. It's got to be some sort of an edible food. This is actually a papaya tree. So sometimes when it gets a little bit bigger, this will have a big papaya fruit on it, but you can boil that leaf up as well. You can eat that leaf. Doesn't taste the best, but that's definitely a food source there. There's another papaya tree there. So how sick's this jungle? Feels like we're in bloody Jumanji right now. It's epic. Oh, we need to go find coconuts, but I haven't seen one coconut tree on this whole island so far. All right, we are absolutely struggling to find coconuts. There is one washed up here on the beach. I don't know if he's going to be any good or not. But we'll give it a red hot crack. Maybe, maybe not. Usually when they're like this, they're not too good, but we'll give it a shot. The hardest coconut to open. It's a good coconut, but there's only a little bit in it, I think. Jeez. Tell you what, these little coconuts are made tough around here. Look how big it is.
So fun. But there is some more in it.
There we go, there's a little baby one. And, can you hear that? That's water. Oh man, I'm fanging for a drink right now. All right, so this way that I open this one's a little bit better. You can sometimes, this is what they call the face. It's 3 holes, and if you go knock, 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 you'll get a nice, pure little, beautiful hole. So look at that liquid in there. It's not much, but it'll do. Here, you can go first. Smash it. How good is that to wet your mouth?
That's so delicious.
Here we go. Cheers, doggies. This is gonna be good. Oh, that is really good. I don't want that to end. Look how small it is.
It's like a perfect glass too.
Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, smell that. Woo! Have a sniff of that thing, would ya? That is so off. Smells like a dead dog. There is no way in the world we are drinking or eating this thing. We were just walking back after exploring. We didn't find much, and I've got a fish on here. I don't even care what this is, it's food. That is food right there. There is a beautiful little fish. It's some kind of little reef wrasse. That is going straight on the fire. That's going to be well enjoyed. We need to get a couple more of these little bad boys. Oh! Is this round 2 for the menu? I don't know what we've got here, but we've got another fish. Possibly a long tom. Swimming like a long tom. There we go, there's another beautiful one of the same fish as before. This one's actually a little bit bigger, so. All right, we've just returned back from our walk. We've got these 2 absolutely beautiful little fish which are gonna go straight on the grill very, very soon. So something that we did before we left, we made this little marina here because our fire, obviously there isn't too much beach. Pretty much the ocean meets the jungle on this island. So this little marina has saved our fire. That secondary water trap that we tried to make, for some reason that bottle's broken as well. Now I'm not sure why these bottles are breaking, but this one, the most important one, stayed alive. That was full of salt water when we left, and it's only got a little bit in the bottom now. And down here, there is a tiny bit of drinking water. Like, that's not a lot of water at all, but to be honest, I'm happy, or we're happy with that, because we've got a couple of coconuts. That is fresh, purely fresh drinking water, so I'm pretty stoked with that. What I'm gonna do now, probably gonna chuck on her mask, jump out there, go for a quick swim, see if I can gather up a little bit more food for a feed. Oh. All right, just come back in from that quick little power swim. We got 1 sea urchin. We got 2 absolutely beautiful spider conch here. They're gonna taste amazing. That's epic. There's those other coconuts we found. Couple of spider conch, big sea urchin. We're gonna have one hell of a feed. And that should be one hell of a sunset. That's gonna be a banger. Look at that. All right, we've just come into the mozzie forest because what we want is we want a couple of green sticks. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make a little bit of a bush grill, but you need green sticks to do that. So these are perfect. Anything around that size, it's gonna make the perfect bush grill. Probably about 9 to 10 of these sticks, it'll be perfect. These are green sticks. We just dunked them in the water, and the reason that you use the green stick is that it doesn't burn as fast as the fish does. So it's just a quick little grill system. So here's those beautiful fish we got. They're gonna go straight on. 1, 2. They're gonna be slowly cooked like that. Give that about 5 minutes, and we're gonna chuck a spider conch up here. This is gonna be epic. All right, it's time to put these scrumptious little treats on the fire. So all you do with these bad boys is you just chuck them in the coals, facing upwards. Mikey's got the plates ready.
Dishes are clean.
So we've just cracked open this sea urchin for a little bit of a starter before the main course, and it is full of these delicious little treats. So this is what you eat. It's a beautiful, it looks like a little bit of snot. It probably looks like a leech, to be honest, but it tastes absolutely beautiful. It's like a very creamy, tasty, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Here, get one of these into you. Such a nice little treat.
That's really yum.
Like it? They're pretty good.
It's soft and creamy.
Yeah, it's
and
very
really salty.
Very creamy, salty flavour, but that's what it looks like there. Beautiful eating. Absolutely beautiful. That's a joke, isn't it? There's not a lot in there, but we did it. It's good, eh? Ay. All right, both of those are done. And it looks like these fish are done, so it's tucker time. Yeah, they're done. Oh man, look at it.
So hungry.
Let's dig into these things first. Sometimes they take a bit of a whacking to open up. So look at this. This is the big chunk of meat you get out of these. Still steaming. Have a go at that. Right, so here's one of the little fish that we got. Look at this thing. It's still steaming. Beautiful white meat. Here's your fish. Here's a little bit of spider conch. Look at that, you get a fair bit of meat out of them. Cheers. Oh man, that's so good.
This is good, that.
Yum? I'm gonna dig into this one. Look at that. Cooked to absolute bloody perfection. Give me a little bit of that fish. Oh.